Oh, big news day. Big news. I love it. I love it. So, whoa. How are you, my friends? Is this a big news or is this a breaking news? What do you think? Good morning, my friends. Good morning. So here's what's up. How are you? Perry, AJ, super breaking. AJ says super breaking. I actually found my Periscope Summit shirt just to underscore the importance of this news. Thank you, Periscope. Thank you, Kayvon. Thank you, Lily. Thanks to the whole team. I don't know what to say, guys. I really don't know what to say. It's simply amazing. We can, well, that's the hashtag, right? We can finally, and share this out, guys. This should be shared to everyone. Please now take the time, quickly tap here and share with your followers because they want to know this. Please, everyone, Javol, Little Pink Castle, Silver Velocity, Goran. Thanks to all the cool people in here. Thanks to Andrew, Dashkura. And then I explain you what happens and what will happen in the near future too. Right? I knew it. I said it yesterday in my podcast. This will happen. I actually expected it to happen yesterday. And US time, I just missed the time zone, right? I just missed the time zone. I was really expecting they do it yesterday, my time zone, but they did it their time zone, which is fine for me. I like it. So here's what's happening. You can save your broadcasts. That's it. And over. So let me explain what you need to do. There is a public beta. That's how they call it. And with this public beta, you just need to add the hashtag save into your title, and then you take part in the public beta. I don't know why they call it like this, but anyway, it's a public beta. You have to do the hashtag save in your title, and that's it. Then you're done, and you can, yes, add the hashtag save to your title, and that saves your broadcast forever. No expiring replay, everything is great. No wonder they didn't acquire catch. Yeah, I mean, we talked about this yesterday. That makes sense, but in the future, it will be, you must add the hashtag wekhan to your title to save that. Yeah, that would be pretty amazing. I would love that, but that's not true. You need to add the hashtag save to your title, and then it saves your broadcast. And in the future, it will be even easier. Means to your title. Just add the hashtag save to your title, and that saves your broadcast. That saves your how do you call it? That saves your broadcast. That's what it is. So people can see recent broadcasts. No, they can't see it. They can see all kinds of broadcasts, and that's pretty cool. Let me quickly show you that broadcast of Periscope. Where Periscope talked about it. Kayvon and Lily, they announced it 7 hours ago. It's pretty breaking still. All you gotta do is you need to add the hashtag save to your title. Here it is. Here's the broadcast. There you go. Work on supporting broadcasts beyond 24 hours by using the hashtag save in your title. That's all you need to do, and that saves it. It will be in the future. The man of the hour. Tower of power. Yeah, so that's it. You can save your broadcast. In the future, you don't need to add the hashtag save anymore. But for now, you need to do it to opt in to the public beta. What do you think about it? Let's talk about it quickly. let's talk about it quickly. Long time, yeah, love it. So make sure, tap here. If you haven't followed me, I share tips and techniques about Periscope and Snapchat and Facebook and social media. If you haven't followed me, make sure tap here on the number of viewers and tap on the follow button. Love it for my sales, says someone. Awesome, says Scroll Home. Harold says they're hammer. Alex is number one. Thanks a lot. It's also in your tweet forever. I like that. AJ, thanks for sharing this with us. It's also in your tweets forever. That's true. I mean, your tweets anyway will stay, but now it will also keep the link to your podcast, which is amazing. What's going on? So let me give a quick recap. If you add the hashtag save, take a look at my title, the hashtag save, to your title, it will save your broadcast and it will save your replay and it won't expire forever. So when you have a very interesting broadcast, you can just keep it. You can delete it afterwards too. So you still have that option. It's not a final decision and you cannot do anything about it anymore. You can. But that's great. So we can embed the saved broadcast to a website. I don't know about an embedding feature. You can embed the tweet into your website, and that will be a workaround, which probably will work. But you cannot, so far, embed your broadcast natively into a website. But I think the workaround with the tweet should work fine. I've never tried it. It's actually a good blog post. Probably I should give it a try. Vertical video doesn't look good on YouTube. That's true. I mean, you can put some pictures on the left and on the right. Some people do that and that helps, but you know. Thanks for all the shares, guys. Please share this out because this is huge information for your followers too. They will really appreciate you for sharing this broadcast. So please do them a favor, invite your followers and share it with the world. And let's talk about it. What do you think about it? Can you download it? Well, you could download it at any time. Unfortunately not with the comments, but you can save it to your camera roll from the beginning of Periscope. That was always possible. I want the shirt. Yeah, that's the Periscope Summit shirt. That was the Periscope Summit shirt. I was a keynote speaker of the first Periscope Community Summit. And I thought, because it's such a great day and we can save our replays, I'm taking a look at this shirt again and I'm reintroducing it to the world. Thank you for keeping us informed and your time again. Lorraine, you're most welcome, my friend. This means there will be your whole collection on Perry in future. That's a great question, and I know what you mean, Sarah. I think so. When I talk about tips and techniques, I think I will leave them. I think that makes sense. If I do private scopes, probably not. But some of the scopes, yeah, maybe I even think about doing for the next 10 days or 14 days a little introduction into Periscope, like lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, and keep it. And just keep that so that people can visit my profile and then they get a little intro about Periscope. I think that could be a great idea. What do you think? Hashtag save, it's only available for Betascope. No, Yassine. That's the evolution of Periscope. Yeah, right. That's available for everyone. And very important for all my Android friends, it works on Android and on iOS. Just that you know, it works for everyone. No Betascope, no shiny little group. It works for everyone. Hashtag save in your scope. That's it. Done. Let's listen to them.
Hashtag save is a really flexible solution that accomplishes two things.
One,
it lets you guys have the capability to save your broadcast now, which is clearly something that you
now listen to it now.
And we want you to have that capability. And two, it gives us the ability to get your help testing this. This is a really important change that we're making.
They want us to test it. So guys, start a broadcast, test it, use the hashtag save. I think the reason why they use the hashtag save, I think there are two reasons for it. One reason is they probably were not in time with an update, so we have not a special feature to just switch it on and switch it off. I think something will come in the future where you can choose, like, at the end of the broadcast, do you want to save it or not? And then you can probably delete it. It will be pretty easy. Of course, I will have a broadcast about this as soon as it appears. And I think reason 2 is they want to see how many people are actually using it publicly, and they can just look for the hashtag save with the hashtag periscope, and then they see all the broadcasts and the reach this feature has and how it develops. I think those are the 2 reasons why they're doing this. What do you think? So we can still delete the recents that we have. Yes, Baby Fresh. You can still delete it even if you use the hashtag save. You can delete the broadcast afterwards. That's always possible.
It lasts forever until
it lasts forever.
Delete it if you want to.
Until you delete it if you want to.
Even hashtag save, bro. If the title is just hashtag save, it will save.
And yes, you will be able to watch other people's broadcasts that have saved. It's not just for you.
You will watch other broadcasts too. I love that. Actually, I'm thinking about doing a documentary, I'm watching a Periscope broadcast from Lily and Kayvon, and just giving my comments to it. Just adding it. Nevertheless, it might be useless or it might be pretty funny, depending on what you think about and what's your humor. But I like that. I like to listen to them.
Within the broadcast. So if the broadcast itself is saved, the comments will be replayable.
But it doesn't.
There you go. So, just that you know, the comments will stay too. It's not only the broadcast that stays, it's also the comments. Just that you know. And if probably, they didn't say this, but probably it will be also the hearts. I think the hearts will stay too. I'm not sure what else they didn't say, but I have a good feeling that this is the case. Yes, so we can watch again and again and again. Yes, you can watch it again and again and again and again and again and again. I need to quote Gary Vaynerchuk, our famous, popular Gary V. I need to quote him, and he said once, the market is the market is the market. You need to take a look at the market, what the market wants. And thank you, Periscope. This was a great decision because the market wants to have replays. The market wants to keep their videos. They were not thinking about this, but the market wants it. So that's it. How do we save? Pretty simple. You just need to add the hashtag save. Just take a look at my title. The hashtag save to your title. And please make sure that you spell it with an V, not an F. For all my fellows who can't speak English as good as Native Americans / English speaking people. So we are in the same boat, first of all. But besides that, make sure to spell it with a V or not with an F, because probably with an F won't work. Okay? Just maybe we should write them a message that they also should do it with an F for the people who, lack that English skills, and they write it with an F and they say, oh, my broadcast is deleted. Why? Just a side note. Yes. Hashtag side note. Save and it saves right here on Periscope. Yes. Save and it saves right here on Periscope in your profile. That's how it works. What F? Well, the F which is not in save. What's your favorite live times to stream? It's in the evening, my evening. So it's probably in around 11 hours. Depending on where you are in the world. That's why I'm not saying it with a time zone. Probably in 11 hours is my favorite time to stream. So you're watching a Periscope process from someone else will show you her saved scopes. Yes, exactly. That's what is happening if this person adds the hashtag save to his title. That's the only thing you need to think of. It's late here. Sorry, yeah, I know. It's late. For me, it's early. So it's not a good time to broadcast right now. But I had to do it because it's breaking. It's simply breaking. A little hard to imagine how you'll navigate through like 500 saved scopes. Yes, And this is, no, you can't save it later. You need to save it at that moment when you enter the title. You need to add the hashtag save. And don't overdo it. Don't put out that noise that people don't like to see. Try to focus on broadcasts which are important. This broadcast, for example, this might be important because I'm one of the first people who talked about it. But I won't leave every broadcast of mine. Although I believe that every broadcast of mine is important. But you should be as self-aware as possible to really think if this is something the world has waited for. If I talk about tips and techniques, I believe this. If I talk about, hey, I'm just well and I just want to catch up with you and I have a beautiful day today and I thought like I'd talk with you about it, this might be not possible and this might be not necessary for the world to see, right? So please, now that you have the option, with options comes responsibility. Oh, actually the sentence is with power comes responsibility. But anyway, you have the power to save your broadcast now. So with that power comes responsibility. So please be self-aware and think if this is... You took the words from my mouth, Alex. Well, there you go. Now it's mine. And I give it back to you. So, what do we have here? Yes, yes, yes. So people agree. So that makes it, well... a statement, right? So, thanks Alex, but will they be saved public or privately? It depends. It depends if you do a public broadcast or a private broadcast. It will be saved. Saved is saved. The question is who is able to watch it. If it's a public broadcast, everyone is able to watch it. If it's a private broadcast, what do you think? Also, everyone is able to watch it, of course. No, of course not. Only the people you allow to watch the private broadcast are able to see it. Makes sense, right? I'll be researching now. Don't even worry about telling people what to keep. Well, people usually keep everything. That's the disadvantage of the internet. It's just too much noise out there. But that's just how they are, you know. Shirt from Summit San Francisco? No, that's the shirt, and I like this more. To be honest, I like the New York shirt more than the San Francisco one. The San Francisco one was a live Summit shirt. I have this here too. But it's not so fancy. I like this one. I really like the logo. That periscope alternative logo. I like that. I will keep my very best, but I don't feel I have done more worth keeping up. Well, maybe you should step up your game then. If you already have the feeling that your broadcasts are not worthy to keep, you probably should rethink your content, my friend. So, I don't know. Foldscope is a great second backup. Yeah, probably. What do you do for work? I help people like you and big brands. So I'm starting with the people and then I'm going to the big brands and I help them to use social media to tell their story the right way. And not only to make it about themselves, like the me society, also to talk with their audience. We are live streaming, like we are Snapchat, use Facebook. Did you know 90% of the Fortune 500 companies, they don't know how Facebook ads work properly. 90%. Because it's so complicated. There are 1,200 different possibilities for your ad on Facebook. It really becomes tricky. But I tell you one thing, if you know how it works, it's a freaking ATM. In my last company that I founded, our co-founded, Bella Candles, we made more than 2.5 million in revenues only because of Facebook ads. On a 25% ad spend revenue based. It's amazing. Things like retargeting, segmentation, what do we also use a lot? Of course, competition analysis to advertise on those. But the best thing which works for us besides emails is definitely retargeting. Retargeting is like, you just offended me. Oh, damn it. I don't want to offend you. It's just reflecting. It's just reflecting what you said. If you have the feeling that your broadcasts are not worthy, it's what you said, I tell you, maybe you should improve it and step up your game. I haven't watched it, but that's just what I think. Facebook ads drive a ton of my retail ventures. There you go. It's a freaking gold mine, but only if you do it right. There is so much you can do wrong with Facebook ads. It's amazing. And it's not the best idea if you sell a fashion product to just spend money on ads that target fashion. It's too broad. Think more about who's your audience. Think different, because this everyone is doing. So you compete on a high level. Narrow down your audience and get the right people in place. And one thing, I said this 100 times, make sure to add a retargeting pixel, a Facebook retargeting pixel on your website. It's the first thing you should do. And then custom audiences are great. But that's just a little sneak peek. We won't talk about this now. Facebook ads, the best target feature. It amazed how many people still show me ads that aren't applicable. There you go. I have to go. Nice to chat with you. There you go. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Really, really appreciate you. And I hope Damien is not like offended. So, give you a quick recap. What happened today is Periscope heard our voices. It happened finally. I'm happy about it. And they introduced replays that stay forever. I just love it. Our replays stay forever. You just need to add the hashtag save to it. Harry Potter's t-shirt. Thanks for all your help and insight. You're most welcome. This is awesome news. It is. Totally agree. 100%. Love it. By the way, this is my username. It also has a function, this thing. You find me with this username everywhere. And yeah, save with a V, not an F. Are you German? How do you know? Are you an accent expert? Or just from Germany? I'm German and I'm from Germany. Exactly, Snapchat. Yeah, I mean exactly. Except Snapchat. On Snapchat, it's the one at the end. I actually should have some of those shirts. I think it drives traffic a lot. So it's Alex Khan 1. This is Snapchat. And one Alex Khan is everywhere else, like Facebook and Twitter and Periscope and so on. And the reason is not that some sneaky person stole my hashtag before I could do it, my username. The reason is that you can't start on Snapchat with a number, unfortunately. You need to start with a letter. That's the main reason. So I thought like, okay, let's put the one at the end. Hey Grace, you still on? I have a community, talk to her. What does wekhan mean? Well, that's a big vision. First of all, it's my last name, as you see. It's my last name. And the we stands for, some of you might know Obama. I don't know if you know him. He's like pretty popular in the US. He had a slogan, and this was, yes, we can. And it should be like an adaptation of we can, because I believe that we can inspire each other, that we can learn from another, and that we can rise together. So it's a community hashtag. If you use it, my community understands, hey, he's one of us. And lots of people are using it. We reached more than 100 million. Guess that. It's not 100, it's not 100,000, it's not a million. 100 million impressions with that hashtag in the first 3 months since introducing it. And I think we reached like 30 million people around this. So if you use it in your title, that might help you to gain traffic. That's the whole thing. But it's also standing up for that belief that we can do it together. Do you know where the scopes are saved? Probably in your profile. Probably where your scopes always were. But now it just stays and it doesn't run out. So it doesn't disappear. It will be the same. I haven't tried it. But that's my guess. And I'm pretty confident about that guess. Great content. Love it. I've made lovely friends here as well as lovely followers. There you go. Paris community is a little nicer than Facebook. Yeah, because it's smaller and we're just focusing on one thing. And this one thing is talking with each other on via live stream. You should be able to keep it, save it after It will come. There will be a feature for sure in the next update where you can, in a better way, save your scopes than adding the hashtag save. But for now, stop whining, be happy, at least you can save your scopes. And I like it. And I really appreciate it, and I thank Periscope for it. Period. Das ist gut. That's good. Yes, it is. I think we all understand that. We are real and get each other. Yes, no whining. Yeah, stop the whining. My friends, you need to understand one thing. People don't care. You can stop your whining. It won't change anything because people don't really care. Do you know how much suffer and sad news is down in the world? What you should do instead of whining, adapt. Adapt to the situation. React. And think how you can transform I can't to how can I? That's it. Be flexible. Keyword, hashtag, adapt. That's what you need to do. We are in a world where we need to adapt. It's not the fastest anymore. It's not the strongest. In my eyes, because times are changing so quickly, the person that adapts the quickest will be the winner. Don't the smartest, not the strongest, not the fastest. It's the person that adapts the quickest. Quickest. That's it. I already stopped whining. There you go. What's up, Gomez? Adapt and be a winner. Exactly. You can tweet that out. Adapt and be a winner. Or adapt to be a winner. I like this even more. Use hashtag save in your title. Exactly. That's what you need to do. That's what it is. Really appreciate it. Oops. It's amazing. Although it's such a bad timing for start a broadcast, we had more than 800 people in the scope already. 800 people who get out the message that hashtag save is the right way to go. Did Periscope join forces with Catch? No, they did it on their own. I would have liked that though, if Periscope would have joined forces with Catch, just because it would make it a beautiful story. I think it would have been really a beautiful story if Periscope bought Catch and then introduced the feature. But well, how about that for timing? It's a great timing. Some hours earlier would even be a bit better, but stop whining, adapt, right? It would be a good story. Yes, Damon, definitely. It would have been, a great story. By the way, I'm totally in love with this smart key, and it's not a sponsored something. I just like it. I have all my keys in this. It's like a, how you call it? In German you call it Schweizer Taschenmesser. You have like your keys here, and you can put it like this, and you can open it, and it's pretty cool. I bought it myself. I'm in no relationship with the company, just that you know. It's nothing sponsored, but I just have it in my hand because it's pretty like, I like it. Key Smart is the company. If you want to check it out, it's pretty cool. I like it. Messerschmitt. Yeah, I don't know if this is the word, but anyway. Question, how do I become trending? What are the qualifications? That's a great question, my friend. So there's a couple of factors which are in place. One is recency. That podcast shouldn't be done like last week. Then, of course, engagement is one. Then watching time is another one. And your language is also, your geography is also one. Because it's, for example, easier to trend in Germany than it is in the US because you have much more competition. So language of your phone, because that's the language of your trending list, is also one factor. So it's a couple of things. But I think the most important of those is watching time. How long does people stay with your broadcast? That's how you trend. Hello, back to Budapest. Do you use a Bluetooth for starting your scope? Is there even one? Well, there are Bluetooth headsets which you might use, and that will work. There are also Bluetooth microphones that work, but I'm not using any Bluetooth. I'm not a tech guy, you know. I think this here is the important part. That's the part I focus on. I don't think that great lenses or the best microphone or crazy GoPros will make the difference. I believe we are in the people business, no matter which industry we're in, and we should just think about great content, and that's the number one thing I focus on. What's the psychology behind people? Instead of having those crazy things, which might work. I mean, if you're a surfer and you want to have a great broadcast and you want to take it to the water, you probably don't have your phone like this. You probably use a GoPro and a wireless mic, and that might work for you. But I'm not doing this. I'm just here talking to you and with you. Everybody has a motive. Yeah, there's no right and wrong. Why didn't you use save in your title? Anya, that's a good question, but you know what? I should freak out and say, I forgot this? Oh my gosh. But I did. I know. I double checked. So, nice try, but I know I used it. How long have you been on here? Since day one. Since day one of Periscope, which is the 26th of March, 2015. So Periscope is now old. 13 months and a few days. Around 400 days, Periscope is old right now. I think it's around exactly 400 days that Periscope is old. I need to calculate it. Why are you using save? New Peri feature? Yes, Eve. It's a new Periscope feature. If you add the hashtag save, your Periscope broadcasts are saved. That's cool, isn't it? Periscope is old. Yes, 400 days old. Really? Hey, did you read the title of my podcast? Come on, what did you do? Did you do that? Oh, I'm just thinking like, where should I join? Bam, oh, I joined there. Oh, there's Alex. That's cool. Saved where? Saved on this phone. When you use the hashtag save, it will automatically save on my phone. That's just how it is, you know? It's great, right? I have so many broadcasts already. Of course, it's saved in your profile, my friend. Just kidding. Is it on all iOS so far? It's on all iOS, and it's also on Android. It's all over the place. Mercat is older. Well, it's not, because Mercat died more than a month ago, and that makes it not older. It was not that old. It was earlier, that's true, but it was not becoming older. To be like someone who's really precise. What do you think of drawing on screen? Well, Damien, that's a great question. I don't really use it. I mean, does it take memory on my phone? No. It saves online. And, you know, I don't know this feature. I'm just such a bad painter. That's the problem, you know. The only way I'm using it is tap here and share this with your followers. That's for me the only great way of using it. If you haven't followed me, make sure to tap here and tap on the follow button. That's probably the only way. If I want to be more, I probably would do like this. But that's the best I can do. I'm sorry, I'm not a painter. You should go to Umrit or those great artists in here. I'm just not a painter. Good idea though. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you, my friend. Share with follow. Yeah. So, you know, you need to double down on your strength. That's an important, no matter what you do, double down on your strength. My strength will never be painting. So the sketch feature, I don't care. It's just not for me. The saving replay feature, I'm all in. But, you know, I think there was a try for Periscope to be a little bit more like Snapchat. But even on Snapchat I don't paint. So although I have more time and so on, and it's not live, but I'm just not a painter. Join me, I love personal pages. I share content here that I don't go public. That's good. You're natively with your content. I like that. So how is 60 people under? The little mean, but 900 under live. That means that 900 people joined my podcast so far, and 60 people are still with me, because the message is pretty clear and you can get it in 5 seconds, and then you might jump out because you don't want to chit chat with me. That's why the difference is there. 900 people watched it, 60 people are in here right now. Those are the people who want to engage. The other one just want to get to know what's happening right now. What happened to the Bengali girl from Los Angeles, by the way? What happened to the Bengali girl? Which Bengali girl? The Bengali girl from Los Angeles? I don't know what you're talking about, my friend. I share silly videos on Facebook. It's fun. Well, I like your videos, though. It's refreshing, Sarah. Especially your music videos, I loved. With the little ukulele, I love that. What's your average watch time? It's a couple of hours. I don't know. It depends on the length of my podcast. It's a couple of hours. Up to 100 hours. But between 10 and 100, I'd say. Probably a bit more than 10. I don't know. I'm not really focusing on it a lot. Think Periscope will get the face recognition like Snapchat. I don't know. I think Facebook Live will get the face recognition because they bought a service that can do this. MSQRD, it's called. They acquired that company. So I think Facebook will go that path. I don't think that Periscope will do it because the DNA of Periscope is showing the world, not showing yourself. Do you know that they were not even thinking to activate the front camera? They were only thinking about activating the back camera so that you can show the world. They didn't want to show the front camera. That's why you still, and I told them about this, you still can't start a broadcast with your front camera. You can only start a broadcast with your back camera. Which is pretty bad, you know. I wanted to start with a front camera. I would be so great, you know. I hate that, says Diffiness. Oh, no, DJ Finesse. Oh, Periscope, yeah. Oh, Periscope, you know. That's how it is, right? But that's how it is, guys. I mean, stop whining, adapt. So start with the back camera and then switch to the front. Yes, that's a little bit silly that it starts at the back. What other features do you think would be nice to have on Periscope? Great question. Who was this? Sophie. A lot. I would love to have everything a marketeer could think of. I'm a marketing guy. I'm a sales and marketing guy. So I would love to have links. I would love to be able that people can check out. I would love to sell products in here, you know, and people can check out with 2 taps. I would love to have split screen features that I can talk with you. I could let you in. I would love to talk to you, to tap on a comment, and then you could talk to me, could activate your microphone, like I can do it with GoToWebinar. I would love to have a follow button somewhere that I can say, just tap here for follow me. It would be much easier for people to follow me if I could just add a follow button somewhere here. Just say, if you want to follow me, just tap here. It would be amazing. The conversion of my followers would tremendously increase, and it's just an easy feature. But, you know, I don't know. It's just me. I'm a marketing guy, so sounds amazing. You need to tell Periscope this. These are all great ideas. Well, I told Periscope this. It's not that I didn't tell them. It's not that I haven't met them. I was twice at the Periscope head office in San Francisco. I met them, I think, 3 or 4 times so far. They just have their own roads, you know. That's Periscope obviously knows these things. Yes, Damien. And I'm not the only person who thought about it. I should be as self-aware as this. So there are probably hundreds, if not thousands, of people that told them this. But I'm happy they introduced the replay feature so that they saved. So I'm happy. Not whining at all. Market is still working. Ich habe es gerade ausprobiert. Really? So what comes? They're pivoting. I know they still exist. Just their core business is changing. You need to get a hold of yourself. It's an app, for God's sake. Well, yes and no. For some people, it's an app. For other people, it's the world. It's talking to the world through your phone. It's expectation management, right? Snapchat obviously knows people want to save content, but they didn't. Maybe Periscope thought the same. That's a good point, AJ. That's a great point. And do you know why Snapchat works that well? Because of us. Because our attention span decreased from 6 minutes 3 years ago to 60 seconds. Our attention span is only 60 seconds on average. For some people, it might be only 10 seconds, and that's why Snapchat works so good, because it's just a 10-second snap, and then something else is happening. Perry need to do something about it. About our attention span? Well, good luck with that. That's a psychology. 60 seconds attention span. Yeah, that's a problem. That's why people don't stay on a Periscope broadcast, because they don't have that attention span to stick with you. How's Tasman? Oh, I haven't talked to Tasman for a while. I hope she's good. You should probably ask AJ about her. But I guess she's good. Advertising, paying on your scope would be a great deal. Great money. That's true. That's true. 7 seconds for sales page attention grab. There you go, Leah. Got my point. Oh, it would be great if they could stop trolling. Yeah, that's true. Do you know why there are no trolls on Snapchat? What do you think? What's your guess? Why there are no trolls on Snapchat? Or very little trolls on Snapchat? What do you think? It's actually pretty obvious, but what do you think? Why? They don't get the immediate attention. Yes, that's true. I mean, on Snapchat, you just have a one-on-one conversation. It's not cool to be a troll if no one sees you, because the main issue of a troll is driving attention. That's what makes Periscope such a great way of trolling, because you can troll someone, come in, and all people are reading it, and you know, I was trolling him. I said a mean word. He's a very bad person, and everyone sees it, and I'm the person who did it. That's why trolling on Periscope is, for trolls, so great. Or on Snapchat, it's just that one person who knows it. You're a bad person. Oh, really? I block you. This has not a big effect. So that's why there are no trolls on Snapchat. That's it. Good morning, Emma, my friend. Good morning. The hype behind an egg pic. Yeah, love your shirt. Great marketing tool for your brandy day. Yeah, I know. It's a great marketing tool, but I haven't invented it, unfortunately. It's the Periscope Summit shirt. They desperately desire attention, as they clearly don't get it at home. Yes, actually trolls, and I'm quite happy. I don't have many trolls. But I love how the progress is about trolls. There are really less trolls than there have been like a couple of months ago. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. This is the least troll show I've seen in ages. Well, I'm attracting good people like you. You know, that's how it is, right? I had some trolls once. 20 or 30 of them, they tried to troll me. And on Facebook Live, I had some trolls once. At my first broadcast, they always wrote M9. And I didn't understand, what's that? They always write like, you are M9. Are you M9? So an M and the number 9. And I asked myself, what's that? And no one in the broadcast could tell me what's M9. And it means, what do you think what does it mean? M9. What do you think means when someone is writing M and then the number 9? What are your thoughts? Mine. Yeah, it's mine. I mean, for me as a German, come on. Don't do this with me. It's your mine. And I was even saying, like, what's M9, you know? And no one said it. Why not just write mine? Because it's cool. It's 16, 12, 10, 9. I don't want to offend an age group. 9 years old, young persons who thought, like, it's so cool to say, like, it's like owned, right? You're owned. You're mine. It's like, you know. That's how it is, right? It's about being owned. Yeah, exactly. You're mine. I said, like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I loved it a lot. Sorry, joined late. I will be able to save scope, so it's just a proposal so far. No, it's available. It's available right now. You just add the hashtag save to your broadcast, and it's saved forever. As easy as this. Hashtag save. Exactly. Oh, we hit the 1,000 viewer mark. I love that. As easy as this. Right? That's even better, right? As easy as that, as easy as this, that. Oh, anyway. Where does it save it to? Well, my smartphone. Directly. Direct line with Periscope. If you add the hashtag save and say, okay, I had this joke already. Need to be more creative. Of course, it saves in your profile, my friend. It saves where your broadcasts are saved all the time, and that's how it is. Only the sender can save. Yes, only the sender can save. If you add the hashtag save as a comment, it won't change anything. What's your evening numbers like, Alex? Well, it depends on the length of my broadcast. You know, it differs between 500 and 1,500 or 2,000. That's like the numbers. It's not like that's a long broadcast though. I think I broadcast for more than half an hour already, or 40 minutes. So it's a long broadcast though too. Which leads me to I need to make a call. So guys, just that you know, I'm gonna hop off. I need to make a call in 20 minutes. I need to prepare myself for it. Thanks for tuning in. Add the hashtag save to your podcasts to save your podcast. I love talking to you. Check out if you are interested in more tips and tricks. You should definitely check out this little website. Next 5 minutes. No, it's here. Topscoper.com. You will get some pretty amazing emails from me explaining you how I gained more followers and how Periscope works. It's free. It's for you. It just requires a first name and an email address. So check it out if you have time, if you haven't done so. Thousands of people signed up for it already. No one regretted it. It's, as I said, a couple of things. Share this out to the world. Can you teach me hacking? Oh no, I'm not a hacker. Truth be told. But everything about Periscope you will find here. My name is Alex. Thanks a lot. Wait. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Appreciate you, my friends. Have a great, great day or a great night, depending on where you are in the world. And see you soon. Bye-bye.